Our next speaker today is someone who has literally driven change in this country. In a nation starved of sporting success, he's the one beacon of global excellence, a champion of the world. For 7 long years, he toiled by himself, far away from the world's eye. His aim was like that of Mahabharat's Arjun. No one gave him a hope in hell, but Abhinav Bindra showed the world, yes, he can. Not many know that the money that he's earning, a large part of it, is now being funneled back to improve the state of shooting in this country. Abhinav, you had the good fortune of having a very privileged background. But the question is, how do we create 100 Abhinav Bindras from amongst those who might not have had the same privilege as you? Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pride and tremendous pleasure in presenting before you all India's Goldfinger, the one and only Abhinav Bindra. A standing ovation for him, please.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This conclave is about the challenges of change, so I thought I would tell you about the experience that changed my life. When I was 17 years old, I went to the 2000 Sydney Olympic Games. I had been to big competitions before. When I was 15, I went to the Commonwealth Games. But the Sydney Games were different. The Commonwealth Games is just a few countries. The Olympic Games is the whole world, all neatly labeled in their different tracksuits. I suddenly realized how big the world is, and as a competitor, I believed, or I decided, that I wanted to take on the world. I wanted to beat everybody. I wanted to be the best. Until 2008, no Indian athlete had ever stood by himself at the top of the podium in an Olympic stadium. In the greatest sporting event which is watched by the entire world, the sporting occasion which is deemed such an important reflection on your global standing that countries like China, the USA, Russia, Australia and Britain dedicate billions of dollars and lifetimes of intense effort to achieving success. In this arena, no individual Indian had ever succeeded. I wanted to change that. I had grown up with a certain set of attitudes. I had thought that my life would follow a certain course, and my choices and my destiny were determined by events that had already occurred. They were not. This forum seeks to find out how youth can deliver change, and to that end, I believe we can, one person at a time. But I believe to change the world, we must be prepared to change ourselves. I was prepared to change. In August 2008, I realized the dream I had first had as a 17-year-old and stood as an Indian on the top step of an Olympic podium. The margin of my victory was incredibly small. After a lifetime of preparation and a full day of the most intense competition imaginable, it came down to a single shot. I fired at 10.8, a tenth of a millimeter away from the perfect shot, and won the gold medal. This dream had only come true after a training regime that stopped at nothing in terms of effort and organization. Since Beijing, I have always said that while I was very proud to be the first Indian gold medalist, I sincerely hope I am not the last. When I speak of sport, I speak of Olympic sport, Olympic success. Our cricketers are wonderful ambassadors for us and a rightful source of pride. But cricket does not reach China, the USA, or Russia, or most of Europe. These parts of the world are unimpressed by our cricketers' exploits. Which is why Olympic sporting success is important, both individually and globally.